Well, I'm glad to report that my email server that had rapidly been deployed is completely set up and operational. Had a couple of little things on the backside I had to take care of, such as SSL and IMapping, but they appear to be working now. Still got that one client who doesn't want to connect to the web server or the email server, but that's a story for another time. So let me show you how it works. So if you happen to need an email for your printers or other devices, reach out to me. We'll have a discussion about cost. It's relatively affordable, probably around about $2 a month, simply because the software costed me money and of course the hardware runs it on and the electricity. So anyways, let me show you the program I use. I use EM Client instead of Outlook, simply because I don't want Microsoft having more access to my stuff than I need. And EM Client is a free client-based webmail. Now, some of you are probably familiar with Thunderbird, works the same. So you can go with that, and we can download this. And yes, we're going to open it. We can now close this and agree and install. And it takes a moment to install because it does a lot of work in the back end, but you'll get a notice that says, hey, do you wish to allow make changes? Yes. So we'll let this go through. Which app do you want to open? Oh, this is just them referencing back to their website saying da 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 da. EM, remember, EM Client is free. You can have 2 email accounts attached to it. Um, but if you're going to use it in a business environment, they are going to charge you for the software. It's $50. So if you're a business and you need an email program that is better than Outlook, EM Client, at least in my opinion. Thunderbird is completely free from what I'm told. So if you like how Thunderbird works, go that way with it. So anyways, let's get in here. I'm going to choose dark mode because it's pretty. So the only thing I have discovered is, and this is just a security thing, auto discovery is not turned on my computer or on my email server, and that's for good reason. Slows down the process of people trying to break into your computer. It's not saying it's not possible, it just slows down the process. So start. This is where auto discovery is saying it's found it, but it didn't quite look like it matched. It does match. You can see my certificates are there. It is connecting with the IMAP 4, which is nice because then that saves the emails on the server, not on the computer. Now I gotta remember what the password I was. No, just let me rechange it here because I'm right here. Helps when I can type. That's how close my email server is. It's literally right next to me. Requires authentication. Yes. Going through. Oh, there it is. Asking me for the information. Wants me to create. I have the option to create an encryption key or continuing without or importing your own. This is important. I want you to be aware of this, especially for businesses who deal with a lot of sensitive information. Creating an encryption pair is a good thing. Email by default is the least secure form of communication on the internet. Almost all the time, it is not encrypted. Just how it is. It's all in plain, what they refer to as plain text. It's not to say that the SSL doesn't scramble it, but an encryption key helps to keep it better going. So yeah, if you're like a doctor's office or some type of financial institution, or you're conducting finances over the internet, and you need to protect that information, go get the key. PGP, I believe, will do it for free or a reasonable price. It's been a long time since I've looked at it. But if you're just using email for, uh, for personal things, then the encryption is not important. But again, like I said, if you need that to protect client confidentiality, patient information, stuff like that, definitely create it. In this case, this is a demonstration. I'm going to continue without it. Ask me if I want to change my avatar. And there is EM client with the welcome. There's the test message to show that it goes through. Yay. And that is with the SSL security socket in place. So even though the email transpiring between you and the email server is technically not encrypted, as we saw in the previous one, SSL does and give it some basic security. So that's how you'll know it's working. So, but this message was generally created. So let's go up here and we'll do a new. Testing the email service. This is a test of the email system. It is only a test. Beep. All right, we're going to send it. There's the outgoing box. And it's been delivered. That's simple. It took longer to get the internet to recognize my email server. Google, Yahoo were the first two to go, yeah, we acknowledge you. And then the rest of them started falling in line. So now the emails are freely exchanged between all the other internet service providers, including Spectrum. I do get emails from Buckeye, for Buckeye users. So the emails are transpiring there. So why my client in Sandusky can't utilize the email here to do their one thing, I have no idea. But SSL is working. Secure emails are going back and forth. An intentional promotion for EM client, but hey, I like it. Don't use it. I usually generally use webmail. Most of you do if you've got a phone. But if you, like I said, if your business needs that email address because Google basically gave you the big finger this week, reach out to me. Like I said, I can create one, get you set up, provided you've got administrative access to your copier so we can put in the new information. And we can usually get you set up if you're in my 5 counties. I can get you set up relatively quickly, and that email relatively affordable. It's like $1.99 or $2 a month basically, and that's really just to cover the cost of running it. I'm not making any money off of it. If you need a private email for other purposes, certainly we can have a discussion about it. I just want to be cautious about those people who are out there who scam everything. So yeah, I'm not going to just allow anyone to use my email service. So, but yeah, there we go. Email's up and running, fully functional. All the security is in place that I can see. Auto discovery is turned off intentionally. Because why would I let someone auto discover their email? No. Mm-mm. Sorry. I take my security a little bit in a different direction. Yeah, just call me paranoid. I prefer do things manually. And you'll find that is true for everything I do. In fact, I lost a client earlier this year because they wanted to put everything on their server. I'm like, no, because if the server is ever compromised, then they have access to your accounting system, and then they have access to your security system, and they have access to your client personnel files. No, separate them. There's nothing wrong with, but it costs so much money for a computer. Trust me. The smartest thing to do is separate it. Keep them on different cloud services. Keep them on different computers. You'll want to know where everything is mapped, of course, but it's separate the information. Don't make it so easy that they just got to breach one computer and they've got everything. if someone's going to break into your computer systems, make them work for it. So yeah, just want to show you that this is up and running. So if you have a printer that got the big finger from Google this week, like I said, you could reach out to me. We can get you set up. Really, really affordable price. And then if you need additional emails for other things, again, a really affordable price. And we can get you taken care of. You guys have a great day. Talk to you later. Don't forget, tomorrow afternoon, we are not doing on-site service calls because June has to go visit her family. And so afternoon on Sunday, no service calls in-home, on-site, whatever. Except for an emergency. If it's an emergency, I will find transportation to get to you. So you guys have a great weekend. Talk to you later.